Attorneys in Virginia used to be able to request rape suspects get tested for HIV, but not anymore.
A change to the law has some outraged, including a woman who was recently sexually assaulted.
It's a News 3 investigation that puts the suspect's rights and the victim's rights in the spotlight. Investigative reporter Margaret Kavanaugh explains what this change means and how it's impacting sexual assault survivors.
A nightmare that unfolded in Norfolk. A woman in her 50s says she was taking a shower when a stranger broke in and violently raped her.
It can be a beautiful day and there can be people out in the neighborhood and you wouldn't think that something like this would happen, but when someone's looking for an opportunity, they'll take it.
A horrific experience, which is why we're not disclosing the victim's identity.
Been horrible. It's been, it's crushed the life out of her, obviously.
Her lawyer says the attack unimaginable, but what's been worse, the aftermath and dealing with a change to the law. Under Virginia law, a Commonwealth's attorney used to be able to request that a rape suspect get an HIV test after an arrest. But in 2021, that law was repealed and they can no longer make that request to the courts.
It's really kind of like a repeated trauma to her where she's trying to get past the nightmare of it. And instead, it's ongoing. There's just very little thought for the victim here. All the rights exist on behalf of the perpetrator.
She says as a precaution, doctors have her taking medications to prevent HIV and other STDs, along with having repeated blood tests. She doesn't know if she was exposed to any of those things, but says she's constantly worried that she may have been.
You're continuing to test and you're continuing to be in question of whether or not, you have this. And it affects your relationship with your husband or your spouse or your other significant other.
She says prior to the attack, she had other medical issues, and the HIV prevention drugs that she's now taking have made her very sick.
Having to expose herself to a whole cocktail of medications, many of which are adversely affecting her health, physically and mentally.
She wanted the suspect who's in jail to get tested for HIV, but was stunned by the answer she got.
So I was very shocked that there was no requirement.
News 3 reached out to the patrons of the bill who repealed the law. Senator Jennifer McClellan issued us the following statement. Virginia law empowers survivors of sexual assault to receive free comprehensive STD testing as part of the Physical Evidence Recovery Kit. As part of this process, survivors can also receive post-exposure medicine to reduce the risk of pregnancy, HIV, and other potential STDs within 72 hours. The 2021 bill modernized outdated language that specifically focused on testing suspects for HIV and hepatitis after their arrest, as opposed to a more comprehensive approach focused on the survivor's health in the immediate aftermath of the assault.
It's a joke. It's a word salad that was obviously drafted by somebody who is using advertising type of terms, focus group type terms, such as modernized and empowered. Who's empowered? What's modernized in the language? The language removed the right for the victim on a showing of probable cause to have the perpetrator submit to a blood test.
He believes testing rape suspects could reduce the anxiety among victims and save money.
The medications for HIV and hepatitis cost thousands of dollars that are coming out of the taxpayer's pocket, the victim's fund. Why is it coming out of the victim's fund? Under the old law, if he had been tested and he didn't have it, you wouldn't even have to spend this money.
The News 3 investigative team spoke to leaders at the YWCA about this issue. They're the ones who help sexual assault victims in our community.
Virginia, unlike some other states, doesn't have that mandate. In Virginia, everywhere, you're innocent until proven guilty. So I think that's where the line has been drawn here is you can't really mandate a medical test on somebody who hasn't been convicted of that crime.
She says rape is the most underreported crime in the country.
Such a traumatizing thing, and then to move forward with the prosecution of that case can be even more traumatizing.
She says they support anything that helps victims, even supporting them to get laws changed, which is what this victim in the recent case would like to do.
I think it should be mandatory. If you are charged with a rape, you should be tested for HIV and other STDs because the victim has to be tested for those. And you continue to be victimized.
And left to worry about what she's been exposed to weeks and months after the attack. Margaret Kavanaugh, News 3.
The other lawmakers who worked to get the law changed didn't respond to our request for more information about the change to the law or our request for interviews about it.